Hey, Betterness Bays! Welcome to the Good, Better, Betterness podcast. Heads up, this episode takes us back a few months and was recorded on a previous edition of Wellness Wednesday.
What we explored and uncovered then is still true now, and we hope that this lands as a reminder that you matter first and always, full stop. Thank you for making space for us, and more importantly, for yourself. But how are you feeling, Todd, on a scale from 1 to 5, if you wouldn't mind sharing?
No, not at all. I would say I'm at about a 4.5.
Okay.
I know, girl. Let me tell you something. Okay. I had some yesterday. If we would have talked yesterday, I was about a 2.5. And right before our live today, this evening, I had a successful call. Something that was just giving me a little bit of anxiety and had my nerves going crazy. And I was able to finalize some things. And I'm being dramatic. It was, I'll share more about what I do, but I was shopping for a client and it's a big birthday party. And, you know, with this work, it is beautiful, but, you know, you want to make sure that you're giving people what they need, you know, and you want to make sure that you are checking the box, you know, and all of these things, and image is important. So it was driving me crazy. And we were able to have a successful call. Things went very well. The client was happy. And it just calmed my nerves and reminds me why I do what I do. Oh, girl, God is good. Whoop.
God is good. Uh-oh.
Like, not even, let me say a real praise moment. I'm literally locating a chill so we can get into the agenda, because I'm just like, hallelujah. I can't even sing, and I want to sing a song. Because this one breakout in song here at the Betterness Box live.
Right. We do all the things. Come on.
Listening.
Do I need to play the music? I will.
Whichever way you take this. Listen. Won't even, I'm just like, yes. And it put me in the perfect space to do this with you all. So I'm just so grateful.
I love it. I love how all of that worked out. Yes. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And then for those of you watching, let us know how you're doing. We want to know too. We doing check-ins, y'all. Between what on a scale from 1 to 5. Just do it.
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Be all up in the comments. We're looking forward to seeing your questions and all that you have to tell us over here. Okay.
Hello.
I shouldn't have started this point thing.
But it's so good. We need it. But sometimes it's not quite a 5 because life still be like it.
Life be like.
But it's not quite so we need, listen, we are complex people. Nothing.
We're not a people. I might have a couple more decimal points next time. Okay. I'm just saying.
Break it on down for lethal way. My sister. Hello.
I love it. Well, we'll wait to see some of y'all who are doing some self-check-ins. We just ask that you be present with us here, whether you're, making dinner or sitting down and taking a break from binge watching your favorite Netflix show. We appreciate you showing up. So I'm Kayla Garner, the KG Lifestyle. I'm a co-founder of Betterness Box, which is right up there. And Betterness Box is a wellness subscription service where quarterly, and we send out a self-care kit every 3 months to Black women and women of color who are looking to take care of themselves and really invest in their well-being and take that on as a priority. And so we're going to talk a little bit about Betterness Box in a second. So welcome to all of you from Todd's platform. And then I'm going to go ahead and leave it up to Todd to go ahead and introduce herself to our Betterness Box folks.
Yes. Hello. Well, first of all, thank you guys for having me. We've been texting today, but still, thank you for having me on this platform. I'm really excited and I love what you guys are doing and what you do. But I'm Tatiana Jones. Everyone calls me Tot since I was a little girl. And I am a creative lifestylist. I love creating innovative solutions for everyday women. That is really what I like to say that I do in one sentence. And that includes social media strategy, social media courses. That's kind of the social media box. I am also a wardrobe stylist. So I love helping women show up as themselves, whether it be for events, the stage, your everyday life. And my clients are not, they are celebrities in their own right. But literally, I do this for the everyday woman, the woman who is a doctor, lawyer, executive, assistant, coordinator. I just recently was on a trip with a CEO and a host, just styling them for the largest women in tech conference in the world. So I love this work. I absolutely love this. So, and I'm also an influencer. And we hear that a lot nowadays, but I think it is so positive. I think it's a great thing because honestly, we are all influential. Some people are influential at the barbecue, at the family reunion, within their sister circle. You know, and people may see you like, where'd you get that from? Or how did you get your skin to do what it's doing? Or how did things work out for you postpartum? Somehow, some way, we are providing tips and advice to people that we know. And that is that is why I believe it's okay. And I want to just keep spreading the positivity around being an influencer. Yes, I work with brands. I work with companies. I worked with, people love to name drop, you know, just, it's like, gives you a little, you know, whatever. You know, real validation. No, but you know, Fashion Nova, just, you know, everybody love a little Fashion Nova, you know.
Okay.
Absolutely crazy, you know, but I worked with some amazing brands in the style and fashion area. So, and I love styling people, as I mentioned, but I love teaching style. So I also do courses on style, and I encourage women to bring their style to the forefront. And I give real tangible tips on how we want to do that. So in a nutshell, that's what I do.
I love it.
That wasn't even a nutshell.
Yes, because it's multifaceted. When you hear creative lifestylist, you want to know what those different facets are. And so I appreciate you and the work that you do. It's so important for Black women, right? I think a lot of Black women are in a season of reinvention right now. And we need someone to kind of help us, guide us through those little pieces of our life, whether it be from what we wear or whatever it is, right? But we need that. So thank you for that work. And thank you for bringing it to our community. I think for both Betterness Box and your brand are into service, right? And serving.
Absolutely.
Women. I think that is what is going to connect this conversation really well. Yeah. So we're here to learn more about you for sure. If you, again, welcome to the Betterness Box Live. We do Wellness Wednesdays every other Wednesday. And today we have the amazing Tatiana Tot Jones here to
gas me. Why don't you gas me?
Yes. She's giving melanin. She's giving animal print. She's giving that's that part. Girl,
I'm sorry. I told you I ain't been alive, but I have no chill. I keep trying to locate a chill. It's not happening.
I understand why Denise was like, yeah, you need to talk to, because me and you, girl, I hold her. I would do, I'm here for it.
Yeah, thank you. I love it. Okay, I feel good.
Yes. Everything is welcome here. So, again, make sure you ask your questions in the comments below as we have our conversation. But Tatiana, I really want to know about like how all of this came about. You just told us about what you do as a creative lifestylist, but like, how did you get into that? What has your journey been to getting to Totally Tot?
Wow. So I started off, short story short, right? I try that. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. But I started off in corporate America, as so many of us. I feel like whatever we are, whatever generation we are, it was important to be able to take care of yourself. So I started out in corporate America as an executive assistant. I always loved helping people. So I always loved being organized and serving in some capacity. I would serve in church and with my friends, family, whatever. I loved helping. I would be the niece that would eat the food at the party and help clean up the kitchen at the same time. That's me, right? So I love serving. So I literally, that was my career, being an executive assistant. I climbed the ladder to being a senior executive assistant to high-ranking C-level executives. I did that for 15 years. And within that time, I just knew the 9 to 5-ish was not me. I was late to work. I just wasn't feeling it. And I late so much. I literally moved into an area to be close to work and was still late for work. I hated it. Okay.
I just relate.
Okay. I don't want to wake up and do this, and so I'm not alone. And I know someone else is watching this like, okay, maybe that means I don't love my life, And so I'll start self-checking. How do I create a life I love? And I always acquired random, I don't want to say acquired, but I was always like a researcher who loves resources. My friends and family were sick of me. So I would be like, hey, you guys know you can get 50% off here. Did you know that we can do this volunteer group here? So I had a volunteer group. I had all of these. That's funny. You work in the living room. That's funny to me. But I had all of these things that I love to do, and I did not have a home for it. So I love to be resourceful, friends, family. I love couponing, saving money. So I thought, why not start a blog? And I started a blog, and I was just talking about my journey, sharing where I got clothes from as a plus size woman, because it would be really tough to get something as simple as a pair of jeans. When it would be time for the holidays, I would share you would see a lot of people volunteering, right? Facebook was really popping at the time, and Twitter was, but no one is telling, how did you get that opportunity, or where did you Google to know where to volunteer? So I started a volunteer group called Team Turn Up, because it was in the turn up era. Turn up era. And I would connect people with ways to volunteer. I would share websites like, hey, here are the top 10 websites where we can volunteer. This is where I got my jeans from. And I had an area called My Secret Life of Couponing. This is how I get cash back, get deals. So blogging became my thing. And then people would ask me to speak about blogging and what I do. I would get invited to different spaces, and I would freak the heck out. I realized, I like typing, and I like personal encounters. Public speaking would make me literally, it was a lot. So I started to venture into that a little more, and just really dive in. So in 2015, I started my blog. 2018, I got fired from my job because I didn't belong there, right? God, and I kept thinking, like, God,
got me like, all right, listen, I'm giving you enough time.
And I was like, I hate this place. I don't like it. My coworkers knew I was doing photo shoots for the blog during my lunch. I mean, I would negotiate with older women at the company, like, hey, I'll teach you Excel and PowerPoint and the new stuff if you take my pictures. And one lady, we are still close to this day. She was like, girl, I got some grown daughters. I know how to take pictures. Auntie, come on in. Come on. You're standing in the street on Michigan Avenue. All right, cool. So small workers, I just really started forming relationships to really help me do both. And excuse me, once I got fired in 2018, I was able to just really go full throttle into my career as a blogger. I did a conference in 2017 called the Confidence Conference. I wrote a book called Living the Lit Life. It's a workbook for women and girls who, I have the book right here.
We're not going to skip over the fact that you're an author, though.
I know. God is good. It's a beautiful workbook. I don't want to act like it's super deep, but it is really created for women and girls who enjoy the journey of self-discovery. So here is the workbook here. And I would go into school to do like after school programs based on the workbook. And it's based on identity, dreams, style, emotions, and goals. Because a lot of times when we talk to girls and women, we leave out style. We do. A lot of times people will either focus solely on how you look on the outside, but not the inside. Or we're so deep that we look at the inside and we forget that this should reflect. Like, you should not look like your past seasons. So I like to bring in the style component, you know? Sure, listen, I love it.
I just want everybody to take notes.
She can take notes.
Past the season. How people don't know you're not in that season no more? How do know? How do we gonna know when you look in the mirror?
Low vibrational world. I mean, listen. I am, let me tell you, I don't want to act like that's a fresh word. I said that on another platform and people started acting like, whoa. So I said, I got to remember to say it on everything I do. Okay? So like at that time when it was a fresh revelation, when I said that, I'm like, that is what I do. I want to merge these things. So thank you, because when I say it, I've only said it maybe 3 times. I get that reaction, and that means a lot to me, because again, when it was fresh, I didn't realize, like, oh, that's good. So now I know, and that's my little trick. I always drop that one, but sprinkle. It was curated perfectly within the story. But so that is how I am. I kind of got where I am today, just blogging, sharing. I had a daughter in 2011 that passed away. Her name was Farrah. Farrah passed away at birth. And so I started to do work with March of Dimes and get people to come out and march with me. And our hashtag is Forever Farrah. If you look, you'll see some of that old Instagram vibe where we were marching and people were wearing pink and raising money. And I just started to bring people along my journey. And that is really, I think, what helped me connect and build a community. I got married in 2013, and I got divorced in 2016. And a lot of this was all public. So I remember writing a blog post on like 5 things I learned from my divorce once I was comfortable. And so this is where I just really started to build community while serving looks throughout my life. And I created a hashtag called Sundays with Ty, and that has really, it has its own life. Hashtag Sundays with Ty. No matter how I felt, whether I was depressed, life was lifey. This 1 to 5 scale that we're doing tonight, I was at a 1, but I had committed that I was going to show up for myself and for the people that supported me, and for the girls who did not know I'm a size 16. Where do I shop? I would do Sundays with Ty. I would show up, pose in the middle of the street, those photo shoots that my coworkers would take. And every Sunday, literally every Sunday for, I think we're going on maybe 6 years, I would give looks. I gave myself permission to be inconsistent since I've had my son. So I'm a new mommy. My son is 19 months old. Thank you.
Oh, I love it.
Don't cry, but he is everything. He's a miracle baby. He was born 3.5 months early. And I know we were in the hospital for 112 days. And he is a true miracle. A true miracle. So I've been able to share some of that journey. I've done work with Blue Cross Blue Shield on Black maternal health regarding some of the things that I've gone through. Along with serving looks, we're not alone, and again, just merging the two. So that is kind of my story, and I'm a full-time entrepreneur. I just dipped back in, did some temp work over the years, again, just making sure that life can be comfortable and that I love my life as much as I can, as I can get in front of loving my life and curating a life that is very important and special to me. I've been trying to do that. It's a journey. It's been some high highs, low lows, but that is where totally Todd is. It's all things Todd. So, okay.
I love
all the phone. Thank you.
Right. Because I was here like, you are the definition of, you see the glory, but you don't know the story, right?
Yeah.
It's real churchy.
But that's real.
So, and I think a lot of us probably watching, right, are realizing my story, right? Your story, this other person's story. We really have to take a minute and see how life has gone for us. Like you said, the high highs and the low lows, but that's the beauty of life, right? We can appreciate the high highs because of the low lows, and how beautiful you've been able to kind of just flow through life to see where you are now, right? And it may not have been easy. You probably didn't know what was going on. It was but now you see, and you're living in that period of time, and then life will continue like me. Let's just be real.
Hello, because life be lifing,
girl. Every day, and people be people in. That's the other one.
She have a month of people that be people in.
Girl,
you heard me say that what I can do to try to create a life, because some things, because I love people, they're out of our control. And I'm not going to be a hermit, and I'm not going to have my people. I'm in a relationship. I'm a mom. All of I have to really, really, really focus on what I can do, because people be people. Good and bad. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Good and bad. That's the point. No, a Chicago artist, Jonathan McReynolds, he's one of my favorites. And he has a song called People. And it is the realest song.
It's so good. Yes.
But it talks about how people like, Lord, help me with these people, including myself, but like, help me with these people.
Help me. Yeah. Now you're going to make me listen to it after this because I love it.
Definitely highly recommend, girl. That's the definition of people be people in.
Yes. Yes.
So I feel like and now I see Denise, and when she was talking about, we need to work with Totally Top. We have to work with
I love Denise.
I am fierce. Like our season at Betterness Box right now, again, we do a quarterly season or a theme. And our theme right now is I am fierce. And that declaration is who you are, right? Like I am very clear to hear, even like you said, when you were a 1, maybe even less than a 1 on some days.
Yes.
You were like, nope, Sundays with Todd is still happening. I'm still going to be vulnerable. I'm still going to show up for myself. And that takes a lot. It takes a lot. And so congratulations on the success of doing that for 6 years.
Thank you.
That is crazy. That is crazy dedication. But also thank you for, again, serving these women and helping them, right, get their looks together. So what does fierce mean to you? I can see fierceness all throughout your story that you just shared. But I want to know how you feel like fierce, just being a fierce woman, having a fierce heart, showing up fierce. What does that mean to you and how you've maybe been able to do that as well?
That's really good. And as I was preparing for this discussion, I was like, what does that mean to me? I was really trying to think about it. And as we know it, fierce is like, it's a lot of times people can't articulate what it is, but we feel it. And so I did look up the definition because I wanted to be prepared. The one word that stuck out to me was intense. And I said, I like that word because that is really what it is. Being fierce to me, that is one of all of the things that I saw regarding the definition of fierce, being intense is what stuck for me. It is a feeling, of intensity. It is a feeling it's an intense feeling, and intense doesn't have to have a negative connotation, but it is a level of focus that being fierce will cause you to have. Like when you are fierce, you are focused. It is a intense feeling of focus, an intense feeling of doing, of being, of just simply existing. And I feel like sometimes we exist on, I didn't think about this, but like low levels, if that makes sense. Sometimes we are like, shout out to what's her name? Stormy, like low vibration.
I was just going to say low, but you're vibrating low.
That was funny to me. But listen, seriously, we don't exist. And I do think what I want to add to that is that it's so important that we exist as the best versions of ourselves. I think that's what fierce is for each and every one of us, or has the ability to be. Not necessarily saying that you should exist how I'm existing, or your plate should look like my plate. Sorry, that little viral moment bothered me, but whatever fierce looks like for you, for me, existing as the truest form of Tatiana, of who Tot is, of what I desire to be, of how God created me, and literally walking that thing out. That is what fierce looks like for me. As much as I can, sometimes I'm not a character. Things happen. Life be life, and people be people, and emotions, my own. I have to take some responsibility and accountability because my emotions, people that are really, really, really joyful and are happy and excited about life oftentimes experience really low lows, really, so my emotions can sometimes play me too. And that is not being fierce. So there's my
girl. You know, I got right.
Girl, this so blessed me too. I'm about to say you make up a child. I didn't blew my mind. I'm about to be in the mirror and you're like,
you're in my living room. I'm in your So go ahead and go with it. That is probably my favorite definition of fierce that I've heard in this season, because that's exactly what it is, right? At Betterness Box, we're always talking about, hey, we're going to present you with these things in this self-care kit, but don't take these on as you must do them, right? It's all about that individual journey of figuring out, what do I like, right? Introducing you to practices, resources, products that actually help you to live that life out. But you are in the driver's seat. And so that's worried about, this is the focus, right?
Yeah.
You know, Instagram life, the Facebook life, TikTok life, we're all looking at the same things. The same trends are going over around and around and around, and we compare ourselves. Okay, well, if they did it this way, I'll do it this way. But what does it mean to be your truest form? What does it mean to live in your intensity? What is intense? And that is a beautiful way to describe fierceness. And it's probably, again, why you are so fierce, right? Because you step into that regardless of what emotion is going on. Yeah, last line, girl, again, you don't even know you spoke the whole word to me.
Amen.
Because I do. I have high highs. Like you said, people who are like really joyful and just love life. We have, you know, there are some low lows. There are some low lows that we have to be real about those emotional roller
we do. Yep, it's so true. Yeah.
I love it.
We just have to talk about it more. Because sometimes, you know, someone recently said to me, like, I can't imagine people not liking you. I'm like, well, girl, imagine again. Like, that's really, because I am intense. I am a lot. And I'm bubbly, and I love being joyful and full of joy. But this is something that I have to pursue joy with everything in me. It is the fruit of the spirit, but I have to pursue it and make it my own and really trust God for joy, because sometimes it just doesn't feel that way. You know, a lot of times life is I'm you know, I can stay in a place of gratitude, but even when my son was in the hospital, you have to pursue that thing, because when you know, things can take you out. Like my baby, watching him be on oxygen and tubes, and he was 1 pound, 12 ounces. This is, you know, you're looking at life like, this is not feeling, this ain't what's up.
Right.
This is not, but when I tell you just the latest example of me really just trusting God and being fierce, because let me tell you, I switched my focus to my baby living a healthy life. I began to switch my focus, and I took so many notes. The doctors and the nurses were like, this is crazy. I would tell them what was happening, and I would take notes and separate it from my emotions. So, and then focus. Intense focus. One nurse was like, you know, you're charting, like that's, you don't know the term, you don't know like the actual terms we use, but every day I would get a report for him, and I would take it down, and the doctor would be like, are you okay? And I'm like, just taking it down. And then I sometimes stop typing in my notes, and I would stop, but it was very calculated how as much as I could, okay, now I'm going to feel. But I need to hear what you guys are saying about my baby, and hear what you guys are doing, and hear, you know. So it is so important that I just, you know, be able to get in front of those things if we can. Yeah, no, that's amazing. I think that's that spiritual maturity, right? That's that, when all these age terms that people be using, vibrate higher, you know, come on there. You know, charge your crystals, girl. Listen, that's what it is. That's a spiritual inner maturity that takes place. It's not outside of you. I think that's one thing that I believe, right? It's not this like, oh, I need this so that I can feel this way, or it's within yourself. And we run from that self, right? Yeah. You run from the fierce heart that our book for this season is teaching us. And which is why I love this book, because it really is forcing us to go within, forcing us to say to ourselves, okay, what is the fierceness within me, so that I can figure out, okay, I need to be fierce in this way. I need to be focused with intensity in this way. And so everything you're saying is literally aligned with this season. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. And it takes work. It takes work. The work. So much work. What? To get there. And the alternative is to give up. So that isn't an alternative, right? There is no alternative. Because we got to keep going. Yeah. Maybe take a break. That part. That sometimes you have to rest and refuel to keep on working. Yeah. So you can buy all of those products and spend hundreds of dollars and lots of time, or you can get a box for $25 today for your first box, and it's worth over $100 delivered to your doorstep and then automated from then on every 3 months. Make sure you subscribe today at betternessbox.com.
it's worth it. Yep. How do you take a break while you're, trying to find that balance between fierceness and then saying, okay, I'm going to channel into that fierceness, that focus? You gave that example about, writing your notes, giving yourself that emotional break and then saying, okay, I got to get back to it. But in general, what does that look like?
I just try to find safe places. My friends, I have some really close friends that are a safe place for me. And really just recentering, sometimes reading a book, I created a workbook because I like workbooks and I like reading. So sometimes I'll take notes or do a workbook or just sleep, do nothing. Sometimes I just want to do nothing. I literally look forward to days, especially now that I'm a mom, where me and my baby can just do nothing. Sometimes I know that I need to get out because as an entrepreneur, I am based in my home. Yeah. So I can stay, on my phone or on my laptop working. So I need to get out. So really rest just looks like very, very little effort in life, with everything. But it really just, having a relationship with God refuels me and helps me to rest. Sometimes I have to remember that God is working for me and I don't have to do, that is my belief, that I don't have to keep doing and striving, where I can literally just rest and trust that God is creating a path for me, doing the work for me. There is a work that we have to do, but I also believe that there is a greater entity, God, doing things on our behalf. And if we can align with that, and align with the will of God and the perfect will of God, I think sometimes it just helps to just chill out, talk to God. I just was working with a client. I have these random projects I do, or clients that take different things, but a social media management client. Yes, I do some social media management.
Love it. Add that to the list, y'all.
Absolutely. Girl, and again, I don't advertise these things because, oh, hey, William, it's things that you want to, to pick and choose how you take these clients on. Let me say that. And I thank God that I can do that. But we're talking about some strategy, and we decided to fast. We are going to fast. She's a believer. I'm a believer. And we are going to fast and tap into the power of God for your marketing. We don't going to do keep working and working and working and working and working and working and working. We're going to rest, and God will give us strategy. When I tell you the strategy to get the flow. And so rest looks like a rest and refuel for me. Talking to God, doing nothing, allowing my brain to stop. That is nothing. That's my jam,
Yes.
Nothing crazy.
For creative, unfortunately, that is crazy in this time, right? People don't look at rest as something that's essential, or they look at rest as taking a vacation and finding the best spots to take pictures in so they can post them on Instagram instead of actually being on the vacation and being unplugged.
Yeah.
Right? All of those.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with taking pictures on vacation, y'all, but I'm just saying it's the mentality, right? We have to change our mentality.
Yeah.
You and bars. Okay. Just bars.
Listen, but you're telling the truth, because I think also we have to be okay with fully who we are, right? Some people want to go on vacation and take pictures, or go get a mani-pedi and document the whole thing. If that's what you do, but if that's not resting and refueling you, then that's not rest. So when I recently went on a work trip and I made a decision, this is where we're going to rest. And I was with someone else. I was the co-stylist for this trip. And we decided, okay, now we're going to work, because posing and pictures, those things are work. That is a task. That isn't resting. Not for me. Okay. Because I need you to hit angles, baby. So look, that is not rest for me. Okay. When I keep, nobody, gotta put the shoulders back. Baby, that is work. My belly that hang out. Take the shapewear off. Show. Be pretty.
Get the picture. Okay, let's take it off.
I
think that's so key, because I think when people see other people on vacation, that becomes, the thing where it's I may not be an influencer, but I'm going to take these pictures on vacation or throughout my, self-care routine, getting my nails done, getting my hair done, whatever. I think this is good homework for those of you watching. When you do those things, do a self check-in and ask yourself, do I feel rested, right? You go on a vacation, you take your pictures, you do your thing, you have a spa day that you documented. When you get home from that spa day, do you feel rested? And if not, that's a good indication that that is not rest for you. That's not rest for you. And so really think about, okay, I need to do some more self-discovery, perhaps off of social media, perhaps unplugged to figure out what really gets me recharged. Maybe it's literally going to a cooking class. Maybe it's going to get, sip and paint, whatever, paint and sip things, right? Mm-hmm. Doing something that is completely undocumented, but is rest for you. Nobody got to see it. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. I think that's good homework for us, because in this Instagram, in TikTok world, we show everything, and we think, yes, you want to be vulnerable. You want to show it, but sometimes that's not rest for you. So don't call it such. I think that's the key. Don't call it rest if you truly aren't feeling rested after you do those restful things, right? A nap is rest, honestly, y'all. Join the nap ministry. I want to be a member. I can take your application. Just DM me.
Yes. Come on. I am an active member. You would say I am an active member, but I am not a senior member because I want to rest. Okay. I love it. Yes. You got your membership card, girl. Me too. Okay. Listen, stretch out now. I have a nice home blanket. Okay.
Senior members, we alternate, so I get my rest in, but it's
okay. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. That's a good one. Let's be clear. Let's be clear, because you got to rest. Like, where was she in? She didn't get my application. She was on break. She was napping. She was alternating. Okay, that's good.
Oh, why are we like this? This is so fun.
Why are we like this? Oh my God. Oh my God. I love it. Okay, we're going to do just a couple more questions.
This is a good hinky.
It is, right? I'm feeling like all the way full right now already. So I'm trying to figure out what is the best thing to ask. Well, tell us a little bit more about your fierce style, the things that you look to do and bring the women, your clients, when it comes to you being a creative lifestylist.
Oh, that's so cool. So, okay. Yes, she said all of them. That's her. Hello. Put her in the bucket, baby. She won. Good. Okay, so let me say this. Styling was the first business I did from blogging. When I did not know I could make money from blogging. I just wanted to share. I was a part of that kind of old school, new school. They call it the OG bloggers. I started in 2015, and I was not looking to make money. Denise was there in the beginning. She knows my story. I just knew I had to do something with the information that I had. And I love people and resources and outings and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. But people would be in my inbox. Girls sending me pictures. One girl sent me pictures from Vegas in a fitting room. And she was asking me about shapewear, and I told her, and this was when DMs were kind of fresh or whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I think this was 2016. And I was like, okay. And I started to do this thing where I would do like 2 questions and an invoice, because I'm like, okay,
let's go. Write that down for those of you.
Listen, because if you get people, they start to ask you 1 question, 2 questions, 3 questions, you are becoming an expert in your field. And if you can answer these 3 questions effortlessly, you may know more about something than you realize. Yeah. Just got to say that. And so I started, people ask 2 questions. I was like, okay, yeah. Listen, hello, OG YouTuber. So listen. And so I would start to be like, hey, can I send you an invoice? I'd love to help you, but my friend helped me come up with a little spiel. And I started a new church, 2016. And I just got divorced, was working full time. And this girl, they were doing like prayers for new seasons or something. And someone prayed for me and said, you are pregnant with purpose right now. You are ready to give birth. I had did this little flyer at Canva for my style business. And this girl was like, whatever you got on you, God said, do it. Boom. Hey. Hello. And I said, okay, do it. So I did it. Watch the style business. And my premise and thing with style was always your style should be totally you. You know, when I first started, everything was like totally tight, totally you, you know?
Yes.
Totally.
Come on, Brandy.
I was trying. But right now that was it. And I would talk about being fearless in fashion. So I started to come up with these workshops. I did style workshops, and I would host these workshops about personal and professional style. And then I started to get more and more clients. I barely have to advertise, but I always have style clients. And my goal is to just help people be fully themselves. I hear people talk to people, their personalities are one way, but their style is not matching that. So I literally shop everyday stores. Sometimes I take clients to their favorite stores and we do a comparison. What do you pick? What am I picking? Something's not matching here. Don't play it safe. Be fully who you are. If you are a person who's always in prints, try some solids. Let's do some color blocking. Let's talk about what's happening with your weight, you know, your body type, shapewear, lift the girls.
You know, we got some men on
Change your life. It'll change your life. If you got girls,
Sharing life.
lifting them will change.
Hello. And let me tell you, even if you don't, because one of my favorite clients is the A-B cup. But she has 3 children. And when she took them to the heavens, her husband said, "Oh, baby, change your life." If you know what I mean. Okay. So let me say this. Okay. Change it right. Make home real sweet. And I'm just saying, so that is what I do with my clients. I literally try my best to help shift how they see themselves with their personal and professional style. I love doing photo shoots. You know, I come in, I'm more set. People don't have to worry about anything. Sometimes I have other clients where I don't do the styling, but I work with other stylists as a pose coach because you look good. The clothes are ready. You're feeling confident, but your posing is trash. Who wants to pay for that? And now you're in the photo shoot with your hands folded, looking. Say, what are we doing? You are a real estate agent, baby. Work those arms, arch that back. Sure. Listen, and I get in there, and I make people be like, "Girl," and I just again something I did not know that I could do, but I thank God because God will send people to remind me or to ask me, like, "Hey, would you be open to coming on set with me and a client? What's your fee?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's my fee?"
I don't know.
I'll be right back. It'll get
Right.
But then that'll be hello. And I am so open to the right people presenting opportunities to me. Again, everyone wants to say, "Oh, you should do this." But when the right people, they present an opportunity and they're ready to roll, that is kind of how I've led my business. So that's where styling started. And this is where we are today. It is still evolving, styling with my clients. I've traveled with clients. I have done photo shoots. I have clients that are on retainer because they're just like, "I need you in my back pocket. I don't want to have to think about my clothes." I've had styling for full companies. You know, therapists may have a practice with 6 other therapists and we need a cohesive work. We rent an Airbnb. We get the photographer, makeup artist. I saw Sonia Simone on here. She's a makeup artist I've worked with. And I meet amazing people on set who are in the industry, and we're not always working. Sometimes we are sitting back, letting the photographer work, and we just connect. So I love what I do with styling, and it's still evolving. The more that social media evolves and the world shifts more, the more that people will need professionals in this industry who are not just focused on what you look like, but how you feel, what you do, what are your clients getting from you. So even with I've done reels. Like I come on set sometimes, like, "Let me just help you with this reel. Let me help you transition. Let me help you with this TikTok."
It's money to be made, baby. Let's go.
Hello. Hopefully, if somebody needed that little gem, absolutely. It's like this common theme of you being able to see someone. You know how Oprah talks about being able to, like, I see you, not like I can see you, just physically, but I see you. I see who you are.
Yeah.
How you talk. I see what it means to be you. And so, like you said, don't play it safe. Wear the print. Wear the bold color. Switch it up. And I think that's a gift for sure. Whoever that was that said you were pregnant with purpose, clearly
I tell her thank you all the time. Now I know her. I'm like, girl, thank you. I didn't know her at all. And now
And that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
Because if you knew them, you may not have, right?
Come on. You're right.
Come on.
You're right.
I don't know, Holy Spirit, for those of you who are believers, it's definitely listen to those things. And the difference between, I think, sometimes, a birth that doesn't, a dream, a purpose that doesn't get birthed and one that does, is just obedience. What I think I heard from you is when God said, do it, you did it.
I did it. Get afraid. Believe it.
You didn't do it perfect, and you didn't maybe know what to charge and all of those things, but you did it. And I think God blesses that. And so I think that's amazing. Yes, right.
Thank you. I had to add that. Thank you. We are on the same page.
And all of that is so fierce. So fierce.
Thank you.
Yes.
So fierce.
So
I believe what?
Where can we support you? What can we do? Are you working? It sounds like you do virtual as well as in person. And so tell us all about getting connected with you. And so we can share all of those details as well.
Yes. Okay. So I'm not blogging like I used to because time is not what it was. So my website is IamTotallyTot.com. IamTotallyTot.com. TotallyTot.com. It's still live, but that's the OG blog. I will not take it down. You see the old work and it has a home. Yeah. So to work with me in multiple spaces, multiple arenas, IamTotallyTot.com. My portfolio is there. I have I mentioned the social media course that I've done. I've had 7 cohorts. I haven't done one since earlier this year. I took a break. It's a 4-week course on just really working social media and monetizing and being who you are and showing up. That is coming back. That's on IamTotallyTot.com. My book is available on there. And just being able to connect with people. So that is where people can find me. Of course, if they're watching this, people know right here. And I love collaborating with large businesses, small businesses. I just love if people have great products or services, I'm definitely open to collabing with people to help get the word out. Even if it's just my little corner of the world, I love collaborating with companies, with businesses, with brands to work as an influencer for them. So that's where you can find me.
I love it. IamTotallyTot.com for sure. We'll bookmark that, look it up, look at her courses. We will wherever support you, sis. We're so proud of all the things that you're doing and so appreciative of you taking your time on a Wednesday night to talk to us about all things Totally Tot and being here.
Thank you.
I want to make sure to let everyone know, whether you're watching live or the replay, that Betterness Box is in, again, our I Am Fierce season. And so you can use I Am Fierce at betternessbox.com to get a little discount on your subscription or one-time box. And I'm pretty sure you have this box as well, right?
I did an unboxing today. I looked in the box, but I was like, I had to record this. And it is so many amazing things in the box. Like, I was already subscribed to you guys' Do Better email. Yes. I think when Denise first told me I subscribed, I'm like, this is just a genius concept. And offline, I want to talk about someone else's products, getting it in the box. But it's such a genius concept. The products were top tier. No play products. I love getting things that are new for me, but also seeing some things that I've seen in Target. I've seen that before. That's familiar. So you guys did not play with the quality of the box. The magazine, when I did the unboxing, I'm like, this is full color, baby. This is not black and white. No shade to the people that do black and white, but this is full color. Okay? I love it. And it's a playlist. Like, I could not put that all in my unboxing. I might put it in my stories, but I noticed that you guys do like a Spotify playlist. It is just so well thought out. And I think for the woman who wants to come home to a surprise, a quarterly self-care surprise, this is what you need. It's like a hug in a box.
Ooh, Denise, crack that down, Denise.
I got my notes. Don't worry, ladies.
It's like a hug in a box. Like, oh my God, thank you.
You. you. Yeah.
I love it. We're so glad that you enjoyed. Girl, listen. And of course, what we're talking about is literally up above our
No.
heads.
Yes.
Right. It's all up there. The book of the season. We do have book talks every season as well. So we talk through the concepts of the book. It's A Fierce Heart by Spring Watcham, and it's all about finding strength, courage, and wisdom.
Come on, Denise.
Any moment, because life be life, and people people.
Come on.
That doesn't change the fact that we got to be fierce and all. So here,
Come on. We can do this. Yes. We are together.
Yes, absolutely. And so all of the other products are geared around making sure you tap into that fierceness, have the ability to experience new things that may be able to help introduce fierceness to you if you are not used to tapping into it. And so you can absolutely DM us. There's the full color. There's the full color.
Full color. Not half. Not black and white. Full color.
Right, you know those magazines that like color on the cover, but then you open it.
In the marketing meeting, they'd be like, we can cut costs this way. No, we are not cut. You guys cut no corners. The box is branded well. I love it. That is why it feels so loving, because it feels like you guys did not cut corners. You thought about, I want this to be an experience for this person, the end user, the person getting it. Yeah, I love it.
It's literally an experience that we curate, and we take it very seriously. We talk about fierceness. We focus on that, okay? We think of every single woman, every single person out there who wants to gift it, who needs this product. We think of you every season when we're curating and working with these Black-owned, women-owned small businesses to put the products in the box as well. So it's just a gift that keeps on giving, and we again appreciate you for doing the unboxing and partnering with us as an influencer of the season. Really, really love you, girl.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. This was so special. I felt like you're like an old friend, girl. Hey,
right.
This was so.
Let's go get a glass of wine. I'm about to.
We need to plan a little outing. This was good, and it felt just really, really warm. And we have the same sense of humor. I love when it's like this thing Black girls do. It just works, you know. I've been to people, but it's us, and it just felt warm. This was so special. Thank you guys for having me.
I feel the same way. Of course. Don't forget to follow Totally Tot, and then go to IamTotallyTot.com to follow Tatiana, and we will see y'all in a couple of weeks. Thanks again. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Hey sis, we thank you for honoring yourself by taking the time to listen to the Good, Better, Betterness podcast. Thank you for joining us on the journey to betterness.